What's up, wrestling fans? Obviously, this has been, breaking news that everybody's been talking about this morning, coming directly from WWE.com. WWE has come to terms with the release of WWE Superstar EMMA. WWE wishes Emma the best in all her future endeavors. We knew this was coming. Obviously, the WWE has hated Emma ever since she would not play ball in that ridiculous, stupid character storyline they had for her, which was basically go back to being a WWE diva, I guess. And that's basically all there is to it. They released her. We saw this coming, but how horrible for the fact that for this to come when she just had that great match against Asuka, which apparently now seems like in a way to give it to WWE, they seemingly maybe let her do because of how they knew she was going to be released. I don't know why there's a picture of Jake DeMarco on the screen, like in the corner and like all that stuff. And I don't know what happened. Let me fix it. Here it is. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Jake. Bye, Jake DeMarco. You've been canceled off the screen. So this just happened. Fairly breaking news. We knew it was going to happen. But how stupid is the WWE? They cannot book women's wrestling whatsoever. Okay, and this is example number one, because Emma should be able to go out there and have the type of matches she had with Asuka all the time. While I understand that she doesn't have the most versatility because she wouldn't play ball with your storylines, I'm not shocked I'm not shocked by this. I'm still angry by it. I'm not shocked though. When all the women in the Women's Revolution came up to Raw, the WWE is incapable of booking women. I've said it time and time again. The storylines for the women are garbage. The women come off horrible, and it's the WWE's fault because in NXT, they came off just fine. In NXT, they felt like winners. They felt like queens. They felt like bosses. They felt like an attraction. But on the main roster, they feel like a joke. And that's WWE's fault, not anybody else's. They booked Charlotte like she was God. They didn't bother booking any of the other women, really, though. Go look at Charlotte's run. Charlotte was a queen. Charlotte was a beast. Nobody could beat her, and they couldn't write anybody else. They took the belt off Sasha Banks every time she won it, and so she was always a joke. All the other women always lost, so they're always a joke. The only person they cared about was Charlotte. They're lazy. There was no women's revolution. They were basically like, give the belt to Charlotte, have her go out there and be the one that represents the women's title and girls, and Charlotte will go out there. And once in a while, they took it off her for a second, and then the other person lost it right away. That's not a division. That's not a women's division. And then on SmackDown, it's a cluster as well, but nowhere near as bad as Raw. Emma probably would have done better on SmackDown, but either way, both of them got it wrong. But the women's division on SmackDown has been better. If you look at the women's division on SmackDown, you can see that they're at least sort of trying to mix it up with the different women, being champion and so on. But now that Alexa Bliss has gone to Raw, which I agree that she is a star, she's a different star than Charlotte. Charlotte was like full on about the wrestling mostly and her legacy and her wrestling. Alexa Bliss is not about wrestling. She's more about presence and microphone and her visual, the way she looks, the way people want to see her. But also her promos are good. But again, they went all in on Alexa Bliss. They don't allow room for any other competition to really come in there and create a storyline. They just go, here, Alexa Bliss, carry the title, and go, that's it. We don't want to think about it after that. We'll have some people seem like they can challenge you, and then they're going to lose, and let's just roll with Alexa Bliss, because they don't want to think about it. Raw and the WWE don't want to think about the women's division. They just want to say, you're hot, you're pretty, you can do a promo, Alexa, you carry the women's division, yay, that's it, we're done. That's what they did. And when they moved Charlotte to SmackDown, that's what, look at how now Charlotte is booked horribly now on SmackDown. But remember how Charlotte used to be booked? Because that's how Raw books people. And you say, Charlotte was booked so much better on Raw. Well, yes, she was. But she was the only one booked on Raw. They only know how to book one girl. This is a travesty that this woman was used this way. This Emma being released is proving us all that WWE is a failure right now, and a failure to themselves and a failure to these women. I don't care if Emma didn't play ball in that stupid gimmick that you wanted her to do. That's basically what happened. We don't like her because every time we write for her, she can't do anything. So, all right, whatever. Just go out there and have a good wrestling match then and leave. They didn't really embarrass her, which was interesting. But I wonder if it's something else that happened suddenly. We don't know exactly why all of a sudden now she's been released. But, of course, she has been released by the WWE. What do you think? Leave in the comments down below, guys, and I'll see you later on with more videos today on WWE. Make sure to subscribe, hit that sub button, hit that bell, and don't miss out on my daily wrestling videos, podcasts, and me going live every time the WWE finishes a Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-view. We've been doing it for over 4 years here on the Joe Cronin Show, longest on YouTube. Hit me up on Twitter at @RealJoeCronin. Leave your comments about Emma down below. I'm just the inevitable of this garbage storyline that we call Raw. Week to week, making itself look worse.